In this video, we're gonna take you on a ride to Jackson, Mississippi.
Our 29th state. Let's
Let's
go.
do it.
We have arrived in Atlanta. The next stop is get the car so we can drive all the way to our 29th state, Mississippi. We have been to Atlanta airport multiple times. I don't know if you've ever made a detailed video, but I guess as part of this video, you guys can see Atlanta airport a little bit. We're landed by the D gates. That's where Frontier comes in, and there's a lot of regional Delta jets here as well. Even with the older terminal, for some reason I've really liked Atlanta airport. We are trying to do all 50 states by 2025. We are at number 28 and trying to get to number 29. On our way to Mississippi, we had to take a flight. We're going to drive 6.5 hours, plus this train, plane, train, and automobile.
Yeah. Good job.
Is for T gate. T as in tank.
We are at the baggage claim north. Welcome to Atlanta. Everybody slept a little bit in our flight. We do not have any hotel in Jackson. The plan is we're gonna start driving, and then based on our progress, we'll book a hotel for tonight. Rental car straight ahead. So this is our second train. Now this one will take us to the rental car center. Something like a road trip across multiple states. Georgia, Alabama, on to Mississippi. Here's National on level 2.
Here we go. Hello, Atlanta.
Hello, Atlanta.
Once again.
Once again, you know, after Miami, we have probably been to Atlanta.
The most?
We were just here when we were visiting
Oh, yeah.
Alabama. So I think we have been to Atlanta
Quite a few times.
more than a handful. I don't think we have talked about the details of the full trip. You're going to see this in a number of episodes, but it all started with our Amtrak journey from New York to Chicago last year. It was a 19-hour fun adventure. We had no idea what to expect.
We had an amazing experience. It was unbelievable for us. This trip right now is an outcome of our last train experience.
We started hunting for a cheap Amtrak train ride, and we found one leaving from New Orleans to New York Moynihan Station, a 33.5-hour train ride on Amtrak, and I think it was quite reasonable. It was about $350 for all four of us. We're going to be in coach. To get a room for four of us, we had to get 2 rooms, and it was $2,000 and up. So that changes the type of vacation it was. So here we are. Then our second mission was, how do we get cheap flights down to New Orleans? And we couldn't find it, especially this holiday weekend. So we decided to fly to Atlanta for $179 on Frontier. $179 plus rental car was still cheaper, and a hotel night was still cheaper than flying straight to New Orleans. So here we are. But we squeezed in one more thing. Since we are doing the challenge to do all 50 states by 2025, we said, why don't we spend a day in Mississippi? And that is today. So we're going to go to Mississippi, have a meal. We want to check out the governance mansion. We want to check out a couple of murals, maybe walk around in the city and take you guys along with us, and we'll tell you some facts about Mississippi.
Now, Mississippi was a part of our plan last year when we landed in Atlanta and we drove to Alabama. We were supposed to drive to Mississippi, but for a few reasons, that plan didn't work out and we missed out.
All right, here's Alabama.
Whoop, whoop.
As we were just chit-chatting about snacks and foods and what are we going to eat, Alia just screams out loud, "Welcome to Alabama!" So I had to quickly turn on my camera. All right, we just took the exit for Birmingham. Okay, we are doing a time check. 3 hours and 20 minutes left. Since the kids were having a snack party, they shared Lay's and some crackers. And we actually have some Diet Coke in the front. Check out the size of that cloud in front of us. That is impressive. 2 hours and 59-minute mark to Mississippi Welcome Center. So welcome to Talladega National Forest, and I think if I have my facts correct, between here and Birmingham, Alabama is the Talladega racetrack as well. Because last time when we were driving and we couldn't go to Mississippi on the way back, we were thinking about going to the Talladega racetrack, although then we decided not to and instead went to the Delta Flight Museum in Atlanta. But this is the Talladega Forest on the way through Alabama. Just passed a sign called Talladega Scenic Drive and RV Park. 2 hours and 47 minutes. Check out that giant USA flag. How cool is that? In 2 days' time, we are taking an Amtrak all the way back from New Orleans to New York City. 14 different states, 33 stops, 33 hours in coach. So if you are interested, or if you actually subscribe to our channel based on the first Amtrak video, you may want to check back and see if you're still as excited about Amtrak as we were the first time. Now we are passing by Anniston Regional Airport. So just saw a runway, thought to point out, drive your tank for $99 only in Alabama. We actually looked into that last time around, and it just showed a whole bunch of folks in like mud and sitting in tanks and driving tanks around, and we had a flight to catch, so we realized we can't be like all muddy with muddy shoes, so we decided not to go. But maybe one day we're back in Alabama, we'll definitely stop by. There was a lake or a body of water with islands and boats. That was actually pretty incredible.
And I think I even saw cabanas on the side of the water.
Yeah, and we are passing by Riverside, Pell City.
Ever since we started driving, we have been blessed with this view, so
Yeah,
this has been a beautiful drive so far.
Yeah, the drive between Georgia and Alabama, specifically, if you put in your GPS or your Google Maps, Atlanta to Birmingham, the drive is clean, open roads, and a lot of greenery. It's really nice. It's so neat to drive by Buc-ee's. Now, I know if we stop by at Leeds Buc-ee's, I think we have stopped here before.
We have, yes.
Before you know it, you spend so much time at Buc-ee's. So we're not stopping at Buc-ee's, although you guys can check out 2 of our Buc-ee's trip. I'm going to put pictures of those videos. You can just search Kizanisa Buc-ee's and check those out. We actually really enjoyed our very first Buc-ee's trip. And so if some of you who have never been to Buc-ee's, I highly recommend you gotta make a point to stop at a Buc-ee's, especially if you're on a road trip and you see a sign for a Buc-ee's exit.
In 2 miles.
Okay, we are taking exits to Montgomery, Tuscaloosa.
36, then use any lane to take the I-459 south ramp.
That's Birmingham, that's Tuscaloosa. We're taking the exit for Tuscaloosa.
2-hour march!
I'm gonna recommend that Georgia to Alabama drive. Head over to Birmingham, go to Barber Motorsport Museum. That's where the BMW, oh no, that's where the Porsche racetrack is. And all the vintage motorcycles, the largest motorcycle collection in the world is there. I mean, how incredible is that? So, okay, we just passed a Hyatt Regency Birmingham.
River Chase Galleria Mall.
Right next to the River Chase Galleria Mall that we stayed at. They actually made a video on that. You know,
Wyndham.
by the way, I'm just realizing something. In 1 year, we have been to Alabama twice.
Yes.
Never in my life I would have thought that I would be in Alabama twice in 1 year.
In fact, when we were here last year, you did say that, oh, we enjoyed it so much. that you did say that, oh, we don't know when is the next time we'll be back here.
Yeah, and which was a really cool hide because it was attached to the Galleria Mall. But anyway, you can go check that episode out. An hour 46 minutes left. Ali and I are going to go back to talking about the world and why we travel. That's the discussion topic right now. Oh, it's a pretty cool bridge. La Quinta, Comfort Inn, Avid, and IAG Hotel. That's our view right now, passing by a small town. We are 53 miles away from the Mississippi border. So here are some cool facts about Mississippi. Number one, does anybody know what the nickname of the state is? Starts with an M. It is Magnolia State.
Ooh.
Magnolia State. Another fun fact is Mississippi got its statehood in 1817 and became the 20th state. So for the Khizanisa family, this is the 29th state. But for America, this was the 20th state. In total, there are close to 3 million people. Now, this is as of 2016. So I'm going to assume it's roughly around that number. But if anybody knows what the latest population of Mississippi, you can put it on the comments below. Capital is Jackson. Biggest city is Jackson. Any idea what the state bird is?
Bald
Eagle?
No, I'm going to give you a clue.
Hummingbird?
No,
Turkey.
don't mock me.
Mockingbird. Mockingjay.
Mockingbird is correct. The state flower is also magnolia. And on average, there are 27 tornadoes in Mississippi. Or where did Mississippi get its name from?
I saw.
From the river?
Yes,
Mississippi
you're
River?
right, from the Mississippi River. That is correct. The first people to ever lived in Mississippi lived here more than 10,000 years ago. The very first Europeans to reach the Mississippi region were the Spanish. And actually, it was the conquistador Hernando de Soto who came here in the 1540s. But you know what I found interesting? That at one point, Mississippi was ruled by the French. So Mississippi was part of France. In April of 1699, colonists from France traveled to the Mississippi River and founded Fort Maurepas, the first white settlement there. The origins of the humble teddy bear lies in Mississippi. Okay, guys, do you know that at first teddy bear used to be called Teddy's Bear, and the reason was that it was named after Theodore Teddy Roosevelt, the 26th president. As the story goes, Roosevelt was out on a hunting expedition with the Mississippi governor near Onward, Mississippi. Someone had apparently captured a bear, tied it to a tree, and then offered Roosevelt the chance to shoot it. President Roosevelt outright refused, which was an act that rapidly found its way in the press in the form of a funny cartoon, like a political funny cartoon. So what happened was a candy shop in Brooklyn, New York, capitalized on that idea, and they created a small stuffed bear, a toy bear, and they called it Teddy's Bear.
Aww.
So it all started with like a political funny cartoon that Teddy didn't kill that bear, and it was a candy shop in Brooklyn. They did it it's almost like a gag gift.
Oh,
The world now,
bless you.
everybody knows what a teddy bear is. So if this story is true, that's a pretty cool story. And now you know where the word teddy bear or Teddy's Bear comes from. Okay, and last but not least, although we have not entered Mississippi just yet, but you can kind of see from this visual, more than 50% of Mississippi is forested. It's not farms or prairies or empty land, but there are forests that covers more than half of the state. The word Mississippi comes from this language, Ojibwe, which is a Native American language, and it means big river. Now the Ojibwe people are actually not from Mississippi. They lived in Minnesota. That's where the river began. And so in their language, when they saw the Mississippi River, they just called it, they named it Mississippi, which means big river, which is why if you look at the US map, you will see the Mississippi River passing through all the other states. I always wondered,
How come the river was named after one state when it's passing through so many other states?
you know, at the 30-minute mark, we're going to get to the border around 7:07 p.m. It's going to be daylight, so we'll definitely explore that. All right, we are in Mississippi. Here we go. Our 29th state, Mississippi.
Welcome to Mississippi! Whoop, whoop.
Another 8 minutes and we are going to be at the Welcome Center. Here is the Mississippi Welcome Center in 1 mile. I've never been this excited about a Welcome Center. I don't know why. I'm just very excited about the Mississippi Welcome Center.
Why not? We've been driving for last 5 hours. We woke up early morning, 5 a.m. in the morning to be here.
In a half mile, take the exit.
And it is exciting because
I think, yeah,
you know,
I think the excitement is all worth
oh,
it.
the Welcome to Mississippi sign. We gotta take a picture there. Okay, so we parked the car. We're gonna check out that Welcome Center, but first, order of business is head over to the entrance. You can see some grass missing over there. There's a reason for that. And the reason is
Ta-da!
the Mississippi sign! Birthplace of America's music.
Oh, wow.
So the rest area also has like some picnic benches. There is security driving around. There's also truckers here. Here's the Welcome Center of Mississippi. Look at their logo. I wonder what the S logo, that font is. Good spotting, Kiz. There's a butterfly here. But Kiz pointed out the state bird is mockingbird. The state toy is the teddy bear. The state water, bottlenose dolphin. The state drink is milk. State something is the wood duck. MS is for short. State fossil is prehistoric. So there's all these, and then the fish is largemouth bass. This little stone is right in front of the Welcome Center Mississippi sign. The information office is closed. This is the Highway Hospitality Building, built in 1973. Open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's probably closed all day today because it's a public holiday. Growing up, we had tons of these plants in our house. I'm hinting at my dad. He would remember this. Purple is a beautiful purple color. There are some vending machines here, and I believe there's restrooms back here. But look at how beautiful these pillars are. That's a Mississippi cat.
I guess the cat didn't read the sign. It says no pets allowed.
Remember we went to Sky Garden in London. He sees nature and he's just attracted to it. We were walking in San Juan, Puerto Rico, a few months ago. And remember, Kiz, you saw a bunch of cats. What do they call them? Floofs. And you started saying, oh, look at the floofs. Look at the floofs.
In Pakistan, there were cats everywhere. And Kiz and Nisa were going oohs and ahs over those cats. By the way, we first spotted that cat over there. And maybe she could read because that sign says pet area. So
they ran after the cat just to see if the cat will meow back, because they were both meowing. And just look at them.
they wanted to
laughing
see if the
and
cat
talking
would respond
about.
to. They wanted to see if the cat would respond to their meows.
Was that you meowing?
I tried my best.
That's a crying meow.
Heading out of the Welcome Center, I will add that as soon as we got there, we were taking some pictures, reading some facts about Mississippi. Some locals stopped by. They were actually on their way back home, and they said, welcome to Mississippi with such love. Then they stuck around, asked us some questions. So whoever you are, if you ever see this video, how cool is that? Thank you so much for welcoming us, talking to us. I was just looking forward, and Kiz goes, look at that beautiful sunset on the side. So
much like a picture.
yeah, it looks like a picture. Plus, you guys can see a little bit of small town Mississippi as we drive through. Now, our next stop is this mural on a wall that says "Welcome to Jackson." This is kind of cute because we just passed by a bunch of stores and we saw a store called Dirt Cheap, and Isa goes, "It's probably a gardening store." I love these kids.
Maybe you could buy dip and it's cheap.
And you could use it for gardening, right? It
Yeah.
makes sense, Isa. Good job.
Check this out. On our way, this one tractor trailer is pulling 3 trucks. That's one site with the sunset in the back.
Oh, God.
Shiz, look, you're missing.
Hey, we can say hi to New Orleans.
Hi, New Orleans. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Continue for 84 miles.
First, we gotta do 84 miles to Jackson. Checking out the state, enjoying a sunset,
And
beautiful country.
scenery.
Yeah, what can be better than this?
Yup.
And all the excitement of Mississippi. If you look at our fuel, we have about 2 bars left, so that's about 88 miles. There is no gas station between here and for the next 35 miles. So I think we should be okay, but this is, in all of our long driving trips, this is the closest we have gotten with driving through literally countryside on 2 bars of gas. Actually, we saw this back in Alabama.
Yeah.
This 3-car trio. I noticed they had taken off the bumpers to drag all the 2 other cars. We are now 19 minutes away from gas, 78 miles left, and the gas station is only 21 miles away. His just reminded me something. We actually did not book a hotel, and I don't know if you remember earlier in the video we were talking about when we were leaving the Atlanta Hartsfield Airport. The plan was to see how far into Mississippi we can make it to, and then book the hotel. So in the next 19 minutes, I'm going to be searching for a hotel, so that way after we leave with the full gas tank, we can go straight to the mural, Governor's Mansion, hotel for a good night's sleep. So that's the plan. But we're enjoying this beautiful sunset. We're enjoying some classical music, and the kids are enjoying some quiet time. Okay, with 64 miles of gas left, we are here at the gas station.
Take exit 96, then take the ramp to Lake Norris Road.
Alia, we are at Love's, and I just realized something. I love the Love's logo.
Show you.
And this is what I was talking about. The Love's logo with the 4 hearts and the little apostrophe heart next to Godfather's Pizza, Chester's, Subway. Yeah, first time at Love's. I actually like that. Really, really nice looking thing. We have been a Buc-ee's family ever since we discovered Buc-ee's, but you know what? Next time we'll try Love's too. We're gonna get to our next destination at 9:02 local Jackson, Mississippi time. But here we are in Jackson, Mississippi. It's nighttime. We're heading to the mural. We're about 5 minutes away. Surprise, surprise, we still do not have a hotel. Okay, so this is public parking. That's where the Welcome to Jackson sign is. After 7 hours of driving, welcome, welcome, welcome to Jackson, Mississippi. Now here is the Welcome to Jackson sign. We just spent a few minutes looking at a couple of fireworks, some pictures in front of the Jackson sign. Next stop, I think the Governor's Mansion or the Capitol Building. Here we are at the Mississippi Capitol Building. It's nighttime. It's the holiday weekend in the United States.
It's a gorgeous building. We are very late. It's 9:30 in the night. So it's finally time. We're gonna say goodbye to you guys. We woke up at 5 in the morning, took a flight to Atlanta, and then rented a car, drove all the way from Atlanta to Alabama to Mississippi. We really hope you enjoyed this journey with us.
Catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.
And and watch your step as you
This
exit.
is no joke.
Because
Are we sure that's a fun fact?
Georgia, so they have to have a peachy joke. Let's do some crackers and chips until we can do proper healthy French fries and burgers.
What in the world?
Get it.